Hey, good evening, Hilary. And how is everyone out there? Hey, your boy is back. Mr. Chop Chop himself. Coach Randall, some like to call me Chef Randall. Sorry it took so long for me to come out with a new video. Of course, my lazy cameraman didn't come around. What you got to say for yourself?
College is hard work.
College is hard work. Hey, those of y'all who are college students out there, hey, make us proud. Keep grinding. Those of y'all who are in trade school, keep grinding. Those of y'all who are in the military, keep grinding. Keep doing your thing, y'all. Make yourself the best you can be. All right? Today, hey, we focusing in on dreams, man, and not giving up. And that's what we're talking about, hey. And just like we talking about college and stuff like that, just because you're not in college or anything don't make you any less of a person. College is not for everyone. That's the American dream thing. We just want to be in the situation that we prepare ourselves to take care of our families. We want to be entrepreneurs within ourselves and within our community. We just want to be there to just help the next man up. All right. So, and also today we're doing a sweet potato vegetarian meal, a sweet potato curry satay. All right, without further ado, let's get into this. First of all, we're gonna take two sweet potatoes, one whole onion, all right, a can of coconut milk, two teaspoons of garlic, a bag of spinach, 3 tablespoons of Thai chilli. All right, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. You got 2 tablespoons of curry, 2.5 tablespoons of curry, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Now, ginger is pretty much the best thing to use, but nutmeg will also do, mace will do, cinnamon, anything that's like that, allspice. We're gonna add, to begin, we're gonna add salt, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of black pepper. All right, we just starting out with that. Now you're gonna do this to your taste. We're gonna do 2 teaspoons of red pepper, and we're gonna add a little olive oil. Now, if you want to get fancy with things and really do things a different way, you can use avocado oil to take away some of the fat. Coconut oil goes pretty good with this also. So those are some things that you can do. Hey, without further ado, let's get this thing popping. All right, we're just gonna put about maybe 2 tablespoons, maybe 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and get that set up in there. All right, let's go ahead and chop up this onion. All right. And I'll show you how I did that in a few minutes. I already got it pretty much chopped. Move y'all off to the side, y'all little buddies off to the side. All right. To get a pretty good chop already, as we did here. You might have a few big ones there, because this is the onion I had already cut off earlier when I was doing something else. All right, but you're gonna start off, you're gonna cut you some slits right through in different areas. Then you're gonna make a little cut right down the middle. Well, third section. One right across from there. and one run across the top. And you already got your onion diced. All you do, and you good to go. Yep, you are good to go for the most part.
Ooh, chopping onions always makes the eyes cry.
Yes, it does. Except for me. You know, you a little crybaby. You a little crybaby. All right. So, while I dump these onions off in this grease, you know, we got a little crybaby boy over here. You know, turn that down a little bit. Because we want to cook this low and slow. You don't want it to brown too fast. You saw some of it already started browning a little bit. And that's okay. But we're going to let these onions sweat. So we're going to turn it down a notch. Let those sweat on medium heat for 3 to 4 minutes. Now let's go ahead and get into cutting this sweet potato. And as I cut this sweet potato, I have to ask y'all sometime and rinse it off. Just like I already rinsed it off earlier, but rinse it off again. You know, as I do my thing here, I have to ask some of y'all, what do you dream of being? What do you dream of doing in life? I mean, what are your aspirations? And one thing that reason why we don't do the things that we are supposed to do in life is because of fear of rejection. And you can't go through life with a fear of rejection in your heart. Think about how many times you would have had, how many people out there would have had a certain girlfriend or whatever, or they missed out on their wife. Think about that. People missed out on a significant other. Why? Because they didn't have the courage to speak or say hi because of rejection. It happens sometimes. You know, it don't feel good to be rejected in life, but you can't give up on things. You cannot put yourself in a situation where you don't try at all. And that's what we do sometimes. We put ourselves in a situation where we don't even try. And so, first thing in not giving up is to get the ball rolling in the first place. Try. You know what I'm saying? If it don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again, like my homegirl Aaliyah said back in the day. Then another thing is life is painful. And I know, trust me, and I know everybody else out there knows it's painful. And a lot of the reason why we don't go for our goals or go for our dreams is a lot of us are afraid of getting hurt. And yeah, you will get hurt in life. There's no ifs and buts about it. You know, that's part of life pain. I mean, and living a Christian life, you know, just because you're sanctified by the blood of Jesus Christ, don't mean you're never gonna feel any kind of pain. That's just it. I mean, you're gonna suffer some aches and pains. You're gonna go through some things where I'm putting 2 teaspoons of garlic in now. You're gonna go through some things in life that doesn't feel comfortable. And I don't care what you do, you're gonna feel pain. So why not go through what it takes to get to your goal and your dream? Because you're gonna feel pain even if you don't do nothing. So make it work, make your pain worth it. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a goddamn if there was something going on and you were hiding under a table or whatever like that. Guess what? If you stayed on that table long enough, you're gonna feel pain because your back gonna start hurting sooner or later. So just because you playing it safe and easy, don't mean things are not gonna go things are gonna go your way. So go ahead and fight for your dreams. Do some of the things that you want to do in life. All right, don't laugh at me, y'all, in the video world about me cutting this sweet potato. I haven't been lifting my weights lately. What you think about this, brother? About fear and stuff?
That I'm guilty of it, and it took me a while to get back on my feet.
Oh man, hey, it took me a while. I mean, I've been guilty of not fighting for some of the things I believe I should be doing in life. But one thing you don't want to do, and I tell everybody, don't put yourself in a situation where you're going to grow old. And people who know me know I've said this 1,000 times. Don't put yourself in a situation where you wake up and you're 70-some years old, 60-some years old, and you're saying to yourself, man, I should have did this, or man, I could have done this. Don't leave nothing. Don't leave anything to chance. Don't leave anything to chance. Fight. Fight for your goals. Fight for what you believe in. Ain't nothing worse than being dead. See, we think you die when you take that final sleep. Some of us, we're dead before we even take that final sleep. We're dead, we're zombies. Because we're living dead. You work, you go home, and that's it. You know, we don't take a chance on our dream. We don't take a chance on ourselves. Sometimes we got to take that chance, y'all. And yeah, sometimes taking that chance don't seem conventional. You know, I'm 40 years old and I'm just kind of doing some of the things that I kind of want to do in life. And people look at me and like, man, you know, you could have more money if you did this, or you could do this or whatever like that. But why should I? I'm following what I want to do. And that's what you should do too. And you're going to have all kinds of people everywhere always second guessing you. That's just part of life. You're going to have people saying that, I mean, think about it in the Bible. You look at it, Noah and the ark. How many folks you think told Noah he was a fool or he was crazy for what he was doing? All right, what we're going to do is we're going to take those spices now, and we're just going to put all those spices in. Remember, the 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, the 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, the 2 teaspoons of crushed pepper, and the 2.5 tablespoons of curry. We're just gonna mix that in, and we're gonna mix it in until it gets fragrant. Oh yeah, baby. All right. Now that we've got that out the way, let's go ahead and put a little bit of that coconut. No, let's put the chili peppers in. We're gonna put 3 teaspoons of that chili. And like I said, just because I'm doing it this way on the recipe don't mean you have to do it. Like I said, you do it, it tastes. As you see, I just added one more to mine because that's just how I want it. You know, you added the taste. And don't worry about it crusting up at the bottom. That's where your flavor is. You want it to crust up at the bottom. Man, look at that. Just look at that there. Woo! How musty. All right. Let's take a little bit of this. Almost said goat milk. Let's take this coconut milk. And we're gonna put this coconut milk in. As you see, it's solidified. And we just stir this in until we get all the lumps and stuff out of it. So what are your dreams? What are your goals, people? Don't let nobody tell you that you can accomplish those dreams or those goals just because they're unconventional. They're unconventional to that person. You know, your dream is not someone else's. It's not for someone else to say. We're gonna add 3/4 of a cup of water to this. We're gonna add 3/4 of a cup of water.
Whew, spice.
Yes. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add a tablespoon of peanut butter. I'll add a tablespoon of peanut butter. Uh-oh. You got creaminess there. All right, we're gonna cook this on low and slow. We're gonna keep this on about medium heat. And while we got this cooking on medium heat, let's go ahead and add the sweet potatoes. And this is a very good dish for fiber. It's not that many calories. I think, matter of fact, I think it's like 300 calories. A little over 300 calories, about 350. So that is not bad at all. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna let this sit. We're gonna let this simmer for 25 to 30 minutes. We're gonna let this sit and simmer for 25 to 30 minutes uncovered until these sweet potatoes start getting soft. Well, we're getting this together. We're letting this cook on down. As you see, I had to change cooking mechanisms. I had to change from that skillet to pot. That skillet was a little bit too small for my mixture, so I had to change it. But it's all about readjusting yourself and adapting. And that's what life all about when you're trying to achieve your goals. Adapting. I had to adapt to this situation. If I didn't adapt, I wouldn't achieve what I want to do, which was to make a pretty decent meal. In life, you're gonna have failure. It's okay to fail. It's okay to fall on your face. It's just gonna happen. You're gonna have it. That's what makes you better, because you can go back and say, okay, this is where I messed up at. Now if I did it this way, now I can kind of change over. See, we're adaptable as people. As human beings, we're adaptable. And see, that's a blessing that God has blessed us with when He wakes us up every morning. He blesses us to be able to wake up so we can adjust our lives, so we can redeem ourselves, so we can do things that we want to do within ourselves. You think about it, they say we're made in Christ's image. And in being made in Christ's image, you got to think not only spiritually, emotionally, physically. Think about the things that we can do as people. Think about, the things that Christ did. And Christ said, hey, you're going to be able to do many of these things also, if not more. You think about that. I can do all things, Philippians, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. You can do all things that strengthen you because you are a God yourself. You're a little God. And you can build up and do things that you never thought you can achieve if you put your mind to it and put in the work. And it's all about putting in the work. You look at it, a kid in class, you're like, oh, why is he getting those A's? He ain't that smart. It's not about being smart. A don't even mean you smart anyway. I always told my kids that A don't mean you smart. It's just the person who worked the hardest. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about all this stuff that we tell people about who should be on top or whatever like that. Another thing is, you think about our ancestors, how many times some of those people, as far as slavery, how many times some of those people failed to get away, but they kept trying, and some of them succeeded, some of them didn't. But when they was in those cotton fields, when they was in their indigo fields, when they was in those tobacco fields, they were like, hey, they were praising, they were thanking God, they were praising, they were saying, hey, there's a better day ahead. There is a better day ahead. Look how many folks' patents got stolen. Eli Whitney stole the patent for the cotton gin. You had folks making patents for Alexander Graham, for Thomas Edison. How many black people making those patents? But they were making those inventions, and Thomas Edison was stealing those patents and getting those things patented. But hey, there's a better day ahead. Those people did without, so we can do nowadays. Think about the things that people went through before. Those people died trying to do things that we take for granted now. Don't let those things go in vain. Try what you want to try, do what you want to do in life. You can only do your best, all right? You can only do your best when you do those things. That's all. You can't worry about what Sue and Bill is up to. You just can't. I'm going to add a little tad more water to that. Not too much. We're just going to add just a little bit. But you can't worry about what Sue and Jamar and all them gonna say about you. Because guess what? People gonna always have something to say. People gonna always have something to say when you trying to do something. Now, if you sitting around ain't trying to do nothing, ain't nobody got nothing to say because you ain't doing nothing. You in the same spot they in. Why would I say something about you? You in the same spot I'm in. So you got to get to the point where, hey, I'm trying to do something for me. I don't care what y'all talking about. You just have to get to that point there. So if you have dreams, man, you got to fight for that. You got to struggle for that. It just ain't gonna happen overnight. Man, you gotta make that's your top priority. And I know we like video games, we like doing stuff like that. You have to get out those video games sometimes. Sometimes you can't take that extra nap. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. How much time do I put in to what I want to do in life? How much time do I want to put into my dreams? How much time do I want to put into my goal? You got to think about that, man. So I'm telling you, brothers and sisters out there, you know, we have to uplift, keep uplifting ourselves, and do the best we can.
Go.
All right. So now, and I'm just telling you, hey, everything you want in your life is worth fighting over. Ain't nobody gonna take care of your family but you. All right, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, who gonna pay your bill? Nobody out there but yourself. Now, what we wanna do is go ahead and add this spinach to it. Add some good old spinach. And we're gonna stir this until it withers up in the concoction. Go ahead, we're gonna stir this in. And this is gonna be good. Good.
Now remember, everyone, this is vegetarian. That's not chicken in there.
Right. Hey, we're not doing anything that has to do with anything to do with meat. Okay. Now look, I know what some of y'all are saying. Y'all looking at the protein factor of this. Okay, I decided not to add protein to mine, but you can add protein to it. Now, what you can do is do some chickpeas. Add chickpeas to this also. All right, and adding chickpeas, you'll be able to, have your protein fix. All right, so add a can of chickpeas to this mixture. All right. And you will have a great meal. What we want to do is just simmer, let this wither down. And we are almost done with this meal. And look at those nice chunks of sweet potato there, the onion and the spinach. All those flavors, as you can see, are reflecting off of the sweet potatoes, the curry, and the everything, the curry, the nutmeg, all that. So I mean, this is an excellent meal, I would say. But let's get a little taste and see do we need any more salt or anything like this. Oh, that is good. And I'm glad I added a little spice to it. That makes it extra good. What I want to do is add just a little bit more salt. And we are going to turn this off and we're going to plate this bad boy. All right, so let's go ahead and plate this on up. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take, instead of doing rice, I decided to do a little tricolor quinoa. So we're gonna plate a little quinoa. In the middle of our bowl here, middle of our plate rather, a little quinoa.
Yeah, plate, bowl, same thing.
Yeah. And then what we want to do, we want to plate some of this right next to it. You want to put your satay right next to it, or you can put it over it, whichever one you want to do. Whichever one you want. And like I said, it'll go nicely. You put a couple either you can put the chickpeas in there with it, or you can put the chickpeas on the side. All right. We're gonna finish this off with some parsley. And voila, there you have it. Satay with quinoa. Now look, people, we're gonna take a little taste of this in a second. But look, people, I want you to realize something. Bet on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Do your thing. And remember, anything you want to do in life, man, it takes work. Go ahead, do your thing, man. All right? And we're gonna taste this bad boy, because I know it is good already. There's like slight spiciness. All that. Now, you don't have to do it exactly the way I did it, but I will say this. Always do things according to your creativity and your taste. All right? Well, that's just me talking about your goals today. Don't give up on them. Keep fighting for them. Be yourself, do your thing. Subscribe. Give us a like. Hit that notification bell to keep getting these videos. And just know, hey, someone loves you out there. I mean, take care of yourself emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And, you know, love will come back. Love and love will come back. Love yourself. And that's just part of you reaching your goals also. Learn to love yourself. Be who you are. Well, without further ado, peace, joy, and love. And may God guide you on your path. See you next time on Soul Food Therapy.